fiesta feeling returned to the Spanish capital as the Global Champions Tour arrived in Madrid. The vibrant and cultural city was a frenzy of activity, with equestrian fans flocking to see show jumping's finest in action as the competition intensified in round 6. The glamorous and famous were all in attendance at the exclusive Club de Campo Villa de Madrid. Spanish royalty were joined by singing legend Bruce Springsteen and Friends creator James Burrows as they gathered alongside the vast grass arena to watch their daughters compete in the Grand Prix. Reigning champion Luciana Diniz is one of the most popular riders on the circuit and made her return to the Tour in Madrid, a place that she has particularly fond memories of.
Here is fit for fun, just having fun in Madrid, and we are very happy to be here. Every year has been special to be in Madrid for many reasons. Last year winning the Grand Prix was really special emotionally, but also as realization as well. You know, me and Winnie here winning the Grand Prix was something very special.
The previous round in Hamburg saw success for the home nation and a fairy tale ending for four-time Olympic gold medalist Ludger Beerbaum as he claimed victory on his new horse Casello 2. Harry Smulders and Daniel Blumen took their places beside him on the second and third steps of the podium. Christian Ahlmann extended his lead in the overall rankings to 65 points on 161, with world number 1 Simon Delestre climbing up to third on 95 and Emmanuel Gaudiano in second on 96. At every one of the 15 destinations visited by the Tour, the riders and their horses face new challenges. Adapting to the different surfaces and getting to know the track is of prime importance. And course designer Guilherme Georges, who will also be creating the layout at the Olympics in Rio later this year, knows only too well what they're up against.
Today, the Grand Prix here in Madrid, the speed is 400 meters a minute, which is always a big challenge for the horses and riders. No, they really have to keep moving. I think we always have to have in mind is to try not to ask too much from the horses, so we do a course that is difficult enough, playing with the distances, with the time allowed to make the horse-rider combination always moving, and that adds a bit of difficulty because the jumps come faster, so they have less time to adjust between one jump and the other. And what I like to try to do is to relate all the jumps so that from the start to the finish line the rider really needs to be focused and knowing what to tell his horse to do.
Walking the course prior to the competition gives the riders their first chance to do exactly that and familiarise themselves with the jumps.
I try to have a look a little bit at the lines and the turns. I get a bit of an idea of, understanding my horse's stride and how much pressure I need to put on particular fences and how much not to put on, and where I can save time and without losing the peace in the horse, and trying to keep the horse cool and trying to keep the horse focused. A lot depends on if you've got a line to a combination or if it's just a combination alone. A lot depends on if it's a vertical coming in, if it's an oxer coming in. A lot depends if it's two stride, if it's one stride. So there's like 1,000 different things you have to think about.
But being mentally prepared is only half of the battle. They're also reliant on the luck of the draw.
I'm early to go today in the Grand Prix, so I'm 7th. Probably won't get a chance to watch a horse, so I have to walk the course, make sure I have my plan and nothing can change. Whereas if I was later on in the class, maybe I could sit there, watch 10 horses, and then you get to know which one jump that's causing a big problem. Maybe the horses look at it slightly different from what we see. And that's an advantage normally of going later on in the draw. But then sometimes for some riders it's actually a disadvantage because you change your plan. Probably notoriously first to go jumps clear rounds a lot because they just go in, we get it done, and we don't sit there considering all of our options.
The track was set to test every last one of the 50 international riders that lined up for the start of the Grand Prix. As ever, just 18 would progress to the second round, and it was America's Paris Sellen who was the first to take up the challenge.
she gets us off with this 11-year-old Willow Grace Farm owned Adair to get us underway in this Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Well, Guilherme Jorge has certainly not given it away, has he?
No, it's this has gone up not at one gear, not two, but possibly three, because it's a big track. It's fairly straightforward. Three very big fences to start off with, maximum 160 the second and third fence. The treble combination, a bit of guts about this. A big oxer, as you can see, going in there. Two strides, not much room to the front rail of that. A real slalom across the middle of the ring, a 160 vertical here with the water tray on the landing side, always more difficult. A very committed 4 to a 160 vertical. A little bit of a breather fence here, if you can call that a breather fence. And a long run past the entrance, and now they really are into business here, because it's a 155 plank going in here. Very skinny plank, very light. Two short strides, and then a related distance from that oxer to the water, 3 meters 90, and a very short distance, oldest trick in the book really, water jump to a tall vertical. Around the corner, a massive triple bar, this 2 meters wide, 160 high, and now the last line going clear. The last line, a 160 vertical round a blind corner, and either 6 or 7 to a very big oxer to finish. Now she's made that look fairly simple. Yeah, believe me, it is not that simple, but I do think we'll get a fair few clears, because the lines that she's gone on there are there to be taken.
Well, beautifully done by Paris Salon. Time allowed of 81 seconds, so eases inside that without any trouble at all. Very well done, Paris. So, good start.
Yeah, she will be chuffed to bits about that. You know, she's a girl that's taking on the pros, the best in the world. She's still at college, and produced a round like that. That was super.
The local crowds were on the edge of their seats as Spain's Eduardo Alvarez Aznar sped around the track.
Lovely round. Beautifully ridden round.
Abdullah Al-Shabatli joined him with a similarly seamless performance on Tabalia.
Oh, that was, you know,
landing on all fours.
Yeah. Good horse to jump it, in fairness.
As did Belgium's Olivier Philippons.
78.15 with Legend of Love.
Georgina Bloomberg on Lily.
Another very good performance as the smile beams across.
And Meredith Michaels Beerbaum on her 11-year-old grey gelding.
3 seconds inside the time allowed. Very good round indeed.
Belgium's Gregory Wathelet also sailed through.
It is clear there for Gregory Wathelet. He's the quickest as well. Yes, well worth a round of applause.
But it was touch and go for the experienced pairing of John Whittaker and Argento.
Ooh, that is close. Where is the water jump judge?
That's what I'm looking for.
It hasn't come up on the screen, so he's okay. Come on, John, 2 fences. This horse doesn't have a fence down, you know, from one end of the season to the other.
Yeah.
He hasn't got all the jump in the world, but what he's got, he sure gives you.
There was an air of expectation as the much-loved reigning champion Luciana Diniz made her first appearance at the Tour this year.
She's a great crowd pleaser. And the crowd love her horses. I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, when in mood, you could do nothing but love them, could you really? I mean, they are 2 superstars. And so simplicity itself, so nice to ride. And her horses would last forever, wouldn't they? You know,
yes.
Year after year after year. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. You know, she is one that's made it known that she's come here. As I say, she probably would have been coming anyway, but delighted to actually come here and jump his courses because of him. This will probably be her Olympic ride, but whether it is or whether it isn't, she will know now the nature of his courses.
What gives the horse a pat, happy enough to say things in mind as well for the rest of the season too.
Bertram Allen, though, made his intentions clear as he charged on to the next round.
He's jumping a cracking round, this horse.
Well, it's the fastest of the clears as well, so it puts him into pole position now, Bertram Allen. 74.29.
With last year's runner-up, Rolf Garnbengtsson, hot on his heels.
Beautifully ridden round, wasn't it?
Marcus Ehning and Pret added to the tally of clears.
12 of them now on a 0 score.
That was superb to watch, wasn't it?
Scott Brash looks set for a fast finish.
The pace is going on here. Too much pace there. Just taking off after that water. This is quick, Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is going to be very quick. This should be. Yeah. He would have made the top 18 by 1/100th of a second.
Daniel Deusser also narrowly missed out on 4 faults.
Leaves us one left to come.
Final rider Christian Allman was intent on holding on to his rankings advantage.
This is a horse that's just, I mean, he's always been a superstar, but he's got better. He's been better, hasn't he? He's so consistent.
Oh,
shut up.
Well, a little deflation there.
Yeah.
That's all right. Look at the angle he takes that on there. Now he's cutting inside. He's going for the chase. He's going to get himself in there if he can. Needs to be faster than 75.57. He will do that and pushes Laura Rennick out and actually puts himself in 18th position in qualifying. That has about that for talent.
Of the 18 riders all going on to round 2, 14 have gone clear, including France's Kevin Stowe, Harry Smulders on Don VHPZ and Roger-Yves Bost on Coup de Coeur de la Loge. Christian Allman squeezed through in 18th place as the fastest 4-faulter, but there was disappointment for last year's Tour champion Luciana Diniz, forced to watch from the sidelines as the remaining riders battled it out in round 2. As the guests relax and take in the exquisite surroundings of the Club de Campo Villa de Madrid, the Tour's reigning champion, Luciana Diniz, is in reflective mood. After narrowly missing out on a place in round 2, her thoughts return to last year's winning ways.
It means a lot for me to be the Longines Global Champions Tour winner. And I'm also very happy to be here. Madrid is a really special place for me. It was a really special victory last year. It was a different feeling after that. I must say it was really like a key point, that turned that in my mind and said, if you really believe it, you can do it.
Of the remaining destinations, she's now looking forward most to her home round in Portugal in July.
One of my favorite shows in the whole Longines Global Champions Tour series is for sure Estoril. It's my home country. It's unbelievable the way that people cheers for me there. It's like standing ovations every time I come in the ring or I come out of the ring. They are with me in the ups and downs, especially in the ups. And it's such an amazing emotion to ride there.
And win or lose, she knows the importance of maintaining a healthy body and mind.
I do a lot of things for my physical conditions. I work with mental trainers. Spiritual, I do meditation, I do my Qigong exercises. So there are a lot of things I do, and also for the horses, I try to keep them also happy and fresh and playful. We play when we are at home, do some exercises like for them also to think. The key is to find the balance between, physically, spiritually and mentally.
Going forward, she has high hopes for her partnership with Fit for Fun. But what is it that makes their bond so special?
It's it's like I said, it's so special. It's a symphony. She's a dream horse, and every time I ride her, I feel like we are one. You understand what I mean? It's not a horse and a rider. We are one together. And by being this one together, I have a feeling, you know, I can feel like we can fly together. And I feel so much confidence when I'm with her. She gives me this confidence that we all need in life. And this is a feeling you can't describe. It's just different. It's just fit for fun.
There was an air of excitement at the renowned Spanish country club in anticipation of the start of round 2. Leading rider Christian Allman kicked off proceedings with a clear on Talubé Z.
A great salvage operation for him.
But a refusal from the toy maker proved costly for Bassem Hassan Mohammed.
It was a bit of banditry, wasn't it?
Time was not on Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani's side.
Comes in with the one-time fault, which I'm afraid he must be kicking himself for from that point of view.
Shanghai's Grand Prix winner Abdullah Al-Shabatli was the first to achieve a double clear.
He's just running and jumping, isn't he? He's almost enjoying this.
And Olivier Philippert's and Legend of Love followed suit.
Second of the clear, 70.81.
Germany's Meredith Michaels Beerbaum too sailed through on Fibonacci.
Puts a name in there that could well be one on the trophy. Meredith Michaels Beerbaum.
But Georgina Bloomberg fell short with Lily.
Pushes on the 4, puts her into 7th place at the moment.
The local crowd celebrated as Eduardo Alvarez Aznar kept the host nation in their flight.
There we go, he gets it. Eduardo Alvarez Aznar lifts the roof off Madrid.
A flying round from Roger-Yves Boss meant there were now 5 through to the jump-off.
Well done. This is building up to another classic.
And ever consistent, Rolf Goran-Bengtsson made it one more on You Need to Ask.
Takes us to 6th on a clear.
Time allowed proved an issue for Britain's John Whittaker and Argento.
Oh, no.
One time. No, deserved more than that.
But Ireland's young superstar, Bertram Allen, gave a faultless performance.
Oh, yes.
Well done, Bertram.
The final pairing to make it through were Germany's Marcus Ehning and Pret.
He's just magic to watch, isn't he?
Meaning a thrilling 8-man jump-off would decide who would take the crown in Madrid. It was standing room only around the lush grass arena as the riders prepared themselves for the final showdown. Of the 8 facing the jump-off, Abdullah Al-Shabatli would lead the way, followed by Olivier Philippert's, Meredith Michaels Beerbaum, Eduardo Alvarez Aznar, Roger-Yves Boss, Rolf Goran-Bengtsson, Bertram Allen, and finally Marcus Ehning.
So let's get it underway, and it's Abdullah Shabatli to start things off with Tabalio. And remember, he was the winning rider in Shanghai. He's got all the tools in the box to go and win a Grand Prix here on the Longines Global Champions Tour.
Big oxer to be the second fence look to turn back to. Inside that flower pot, the second of these 2 related distance oxers, the big one, first part of the treble combination taken out, leaves the vertical and a big stretch to the oxer there, and now this big oxer again. Here's one turn, they can save a little bit of time but not that much. Now who's brave enough to keep galloping here? He is.
Yeah.
Whoa. Now this big oxer, this is quick, you know.
It's very
Come on,
fast.
Abdullah, dare him. Oh my goodness me. That sets some target. I mean, that's typical of the man, isn't it?
Yeah,
And he's done it brilliantly.
Well, no hanging about here on in. Olivier Philippert's 10-year-old H&M Legend of Love.
24. Time to beat.
36.08.
36.08. He's got to jump the big one. I think he's maybe got him, hasn't he? Very close.
He's going to be
very close indeed. Not fast enough. 37.01. Second slower.
It is Marcus Beerbaum, Fibonacci. Now this would be one she'll really sort of get stoked up and get behind.
She's got nothing to lose now. None of them got anything to lose because
No.
the first 2 places have gone if they're hanging about, as I said. She's not far away, is she? Great shot there.
Shot. Brilliant.
36.08. There's the time to beat. Not quite fast enough. He's given them some target.
Yeah, he has. 37.17. And a huge reception for this man. Spain's Eduardo Alvarez Aznar, Rockefeller de Pleville, Wamago, the only Spaniard in the jump-off. The weight of Spain on his shoulders. Wamago. Now, take this on the angle.
Come on, Eduardo. Good luck, mate.
Tight as he can. He's giving it a run. Ooh. Coming in there fast.
Crikey. Right.
Oh, back. Go on.
He's faster, surely. He's faster. He was 22 landing there.
Cuts in.
He's got time for a pull here. Now jump this. 36.08.
Full steam ahead.
He's got him. Come on, leave it up.
Oh,
yes!
No! 36.38. Oh, what a try. Now, a man who's done this many times before. He did it in Mexico City, and this is where he really excels. Rogerie Boss, Cœur de la Loge. Oh,
what's that?
No.
I would think they would profit from coming at a bit of a different angle.
Yes.
Far be it for me to tell Boss to his job, but I would rather see them go a bit wider on that turn to the first fence.
Yeah, just come and cut it.
Come in left-handed.
Yeah.
Come in the way of the second fence.
Yeah.
Because when he landed, he hadn't got the stride he wanted.
Yeah.
And still had it down.
No, I was surprised, but I'd be interested to know what the rider's thinking is. But I was looking the same as you. I expected a bit more slice on it.
Definitely. I bet you'll see Marcus Ehning at least, and Bert Allen probably.
On the 4, shakes his head. 41.82, but he eased off.
Right, come on,
Rolf Jorgensen, you need to ask.
No, 22 seconds. He's slower.
Yeah.
Fair bit slower.
Well, for him as well, it's also about getting some points here, isn't it? Staying in there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got Casal coming out next week in Chantilly. He's still coming,
Not
but he's
fast
giving
enough.
Yeah.
Very, very good indeed. That is a big fence to finish.
Bertram Allen, Hector, for the 20-year-old Irishman. He won in Paris last year. He's one of the fastest on the circuit. Look at the angle he's come at.
That's the angle they want.
We were talking about, yes.
Yeah.
That's what we were expecting. Good, he's going to have to work there.
Oh, he dares them at fences like that
Inside.
and gets away with it. He's come inside there. This is terrific. Can he keep this up?
Oh, holds. Whoa.
Now then, turn up, Bertram.
Keep coming.
He hadn't really got the one he wanted. He's a little bit slower. He's got to do something special here. There's the time to beat. Come on, Bertram. 36.08.
Flat out.
Come on. It's close. Not quite.
Once to come, and it's a sensational finish. Marcus Ehning, Pret, Tout, finished up in the lineup in Hamburg. A man who's been a gold medalist at the Olympics, he's been 3-time World Cup champion, many times winner on the Longines Global Champions Tour, and one of the most efficient against the clock. And there's why. In there
now,
easily.
Now get those two out of the way, and now the gallop. This is fast. And not caution to the winds.
Straight back.
Right round the bin. Right round the bin there. This is faster.
Ooh.
He's got to leave him up.
It stays.
36.08. He's got him.
He swings out.
Come on, Marcus. He's got him all right.
Yeah. 35.
There you go.
Hats off to him. Brilliant. Absolutely
brilliant jump off again.
A sensational win for Germany's Marcus Ehning on his 13-year-old chestnut gelding Pret, with Abdullah Al-Shabatli and his Grand Prix Shanghai winning horse, 16-year-old Tabelio, settling for second place, ahead of local favourite Eduardo Alvarez Aznar, who delighted the home crowds by taking the third spot on the podium.
It's a fantastic feeling. It was a dream not to be in the podium tonight, and in front of my home crowd in my club. I've been riding here since I started, so it's a special afternoon, and I'm really happy.
Marcus Ehning too was in jubilant mood after a well-deserved victory.
Yeah, I'm now old enough and I have a bit of experience. I know what my horse can do. I just have him 5 months, but we did already a couple of 5-star shows, and I can really trust him, and in the jump off you could see how amazing he is. I was really close in Hamburg to win, and I'm really happy that we did it here.
The overall rankings leaderboard sees much-loved veteran of the Tour, Britain's John Whittaker, climb up to second on 113, with Harry Smulders and Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani on 103 in joint third. Germany's Christian Allmann stays firmly out in front though, now 73 points clear on 186.
Second round was very good, was clear and points enough to keep the lead. In general it's really good. I'm happy with the moment. I'm happy with Talube. It's his first show after the World Cup final. He's not on 100%, but he is on a good way again, so no, feeling very good.
The Tour now charges on to Chantilly, France's capital of the horse, where the parklands and gardens surrounding the stunning chateau and grand stables will play host to yet more thrilling show jumping action as the championship nears its halfway point.